What's up? What's up? What's up? So, guys, I'm gonna go over the top 5 things for helping with gallstones that I've noticed in my walk. As of top 5 remedies for gallstones is the name of this, and the light is like on it. But first one I want to go over is liver flushes, which I plan on making a video for. But that is the number one. Andre Moritz's liver flush. He's written The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush. He's got The Timeless Secrets to Health and Rejuvenation, which I talked about, and you can find all of the details in there. He goes over like an in-depth way on, preparing for the flush with the apple juice, and eventually going into the whole flush itself and all the preparations. And after the flush too, there's like you're supposed to do colonics, and that's very important to kind of flush everything out. I'm not going to go in depth on this video. It's just kind of a brief overview. And number 2 would be coffee enemas. So coffee enemas are great, and Andres actually recommends that it's a great substitute for the liver flush if you can't do it. Like guys, I'm not a trained health professional. I don't have experience healing people other than giving people the information that has helped heal me. That's all I can really provide for you guys, and the wisdom of my own healing experience, and ultimately sharing that with you guys because I want to help other people heal and feel better about themselves, and move on with their lives, and go back to wholeness and happiness. So number 3 would be lemon, especially right in the morning, like warm lemon. It's like the light, the light. Like warm lemon is really good. Can't really see the board if I come over here, but then the light, whatever. Warm lemon, like you take preferably organic, right? You buy organic lemons, and right when you wake up in the morning, before you brush your teeth or something, but usually wake up and kind of heat up some water, and just squeeze like half a lemon in maybe like 6 ounces, 8 ounces of water, and just sip that. And you don't have to chug it. Just kind of listen to your body, right? Because lemon can kind of be a lot on your stomach, but just kind of sip it, and in like a comfortable meditative way, and kind of let the lemon kind of work, and you'll notice some congestion, kind of freeing up. Number 4 is prayer and meditation. So getting in a space of which is a comfortable space, right? Which is prayer and meditation, which is hard when you're in a lot of pain from, like, whether it be gallstones or anything else. This is specifically on gallstones. But when you're experiencing pain from gallstones, it's hard to get into that space of feeling comfortable, but kind of doing your best to get into that, space of just letting go and just accepting, okay, like I've got gallstones, and this is the state my body's in, and I gotta love it, right? I gotta take care of it, and it's gonna take some time to heal it. Ideally, this video is designed specifically for people that have chosen to go the route of healing it holistically and not getting it cut out in surgery. Surgery is not something I would recommend right away, because ideally you want to live with all your body parts, and I don't believe that that your body would function the same without it. Some people do go on to live full lives without it, so that's really up for you to decide. That's not the basis of this video. But yeah, just getting in connection with a prayer of a higher power of some sort, and meditating, right? And just getting into a very relaxed state. Number 5 is exercise. Just not exercise in the fashion that most people are recommending, which is like going to the gym and running on the treadmill and killing yourself, but more specifically like just like walking, right? Just walking, preferably in nature, somewhere really relaxing, doing some yoga, stretching, right? Just very, very gentle forms um, of exercise on your body. You don't have to kill yourself. Don't like that's not it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help heal your body, guys. Like I've done the bodybuilding, I've done the weightlifting, and there's a lot of no nos around there, especially when it comes to like taking care of your health and respecting your body. And I would say yeah, just doing something very relaxed like walking. Walking is perfect, and again, walking on the beach, through the woods, through the park, with somebody, talking to somebody, a friend, um, talk talking to somebody on the phone. Yeah, the phone's not the greatest thing to be using, but um, just something very very low key, but you're still stimulating your body, because the idea with healing that I've noticed is like just in general that life is like we build up strength to gradual stresses, but when we get sick or trauma, right? Trauma is like trauma to the body, trauma to anything, is when there's too much stress and it breaks. That's when our body just breaks, right? Organs stop working. There's just too much toxicity in our body, and our body starts to shut down. And so just gradually helping build up that resistance again through like ways of just gradually stimulating the body, not like not very intense things. That's what I've noticed. And another thing is like, which I've seen not recommended for, but I guess it depends on where the state of your body is kind of massaging the area, like gently massaging, especially if like you're having a little bit of pain, right? It's just kind of like gently massaging and kind of pushing like this direction towards, because your liver is here, and then you have your bile duct here, so all the stones and stuff are going to want to go in that direction, get released, and so to kind of help them. But ideally, I've noticed this really helps after like a coffee enema, right? um, After kind of the bile ducts have been opened, and oh, another thing I want to add, it's not on this list, is Epsom salts. Even though it's part of the flush, it is like a quick fix remedy for gallstones. And another one is apple cider vinegar too. That really helps. But with the sourness, so the lemon too. A lot of sour things help stimulate that the digestion, right, and kind of get things moving. But like coffee enemas and Epsom salts do dilate the bile ducts, so um, that really helps for just kind of moving everything out. And granted, these things want to be used in moderation, right? You don't want to like constantly be hammering, and constant like the times in my life I've used them as like almost like crutches, right? To continue either overworking or not really taking getting sick as a spiritual thing, right? As kind of a means to slow down and do less, right? To rest, really rest the body, and look at the ways that are making me sick, and start cutting those things out, whether they be people or habits, right? Eating habits, and whatever it may be, things that are stressing us that we may not be consciously aware of until we stop and we look back and we go, oh wow, that's causing a lot of stress, especially, just like if we're in a bad relationship, and I've had a few in my life where it's like are very like it's a very stressful thing, and then when that relationship ends and you decide to eventually break free from it, and or God pushes it apart because it's just too much, you just feel a relief. You feel relief within you. You're just like, and like you have more energy, you're happier, right? Because those things are draining you. So it's like we have to be aware of what is draining our energy, and really cut off those things so that we can let our body heal. And just getting to a spot of preferably solitude, right? Spending a lot of time alone, just lying. Like I've spent a lot of days on my healing journey just lying in darkness, just no stimulation at all, like just none, like just lying there and literally staring at the inside of my eyelids and letting kind of just emptying my thoughts and just kind of letting things roll through and connecting, right? Connecting, ideally through prayer, right? Connecting back to God and just dwelling in that. And I've had tears just rolling out of my eyes, and it's not anything specific. It's just when we get sick, it's sometimes just a long history of um, taking a lot of hits in life. Life is hard. Life gets hard. Especially if we're not listening to God and we're not following exactly what He wants us to do and our purpose, and we're getting lost, which is very easy to do. I'm not here to pick apart anybody or tell anybody that they're living wrong, because the Lord knows that I've gone astray, right? As one of His sheep, like I've definitely gone out and ran about the field and was like, okay, I'm gonna do it my way. But anyways, yeah, that those are kind of the top five, and I'm definitely gonna be making more videos on like how to do the liver flush and certain important little things about it, because there's things online about it, but they don't give you the complete overview of what you need to be doing during a liver flush, like because there's like preparation, but there's also a bunch of little like hints and tips and tricks to help the process of doing it. And then also I want to make a video on coffee enemas too, and how to like prepare them, and what's the best coffee to use, and stuff like that. So ideally, right, organic coffee would always be the best, and you would be taking. Yeah, I'm not really not really gonna go into it in too much depth. But yeah, those are really the top five things that I've noticed that have really helped. And again, when using any one of these methods, kind of like massaging, whether you get some oil or something like that, and kind of like massaging, not if you've gotten, yeah, kind of massaging and helping the area, but ideally, rest should really be on there. Rest, ideally, cutting back a lot of things that are that are draining your energy, and just resting, like shutting off the lights, lying down, closing your eyes, and doing nothing. And that's really where it becomes spiritual, right? Because it teaches us, to do nothing, like to just we don't always have to be stimulated, and we can find peace and just dwell in that, and that should suffice. We shouldn't have to be running everywhere. Yeah, so that's the general gist of the five top remedies for gallstones. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys, and like, subscribe, and hope to hear from you. All right, later.